This is my cranial nerve testing video. First, I'm going to be testing cranial nerve 1, which is smell. With your right nostril, go ahead and smell that. What do you smell?
Peppermint.
Go ahead and smell this with your left nostril.
Peppermint.
Good. Is it equal?
Yes.
Perfect. So cranial nerve 1 is working. You would expect an unequal or no smell. Next, to be testing cranial nerve 2, which is the optic nerve. Go ahead and take this, cover up your left eye, and look out at that chart. Read the smallest line you can see.
TZVECL.
Good. Switch eyes.
TZVECL.
Good. With both eyes.
TZVECL.
Perfect. 20/20 all around. And now I'll be testing visual field. So go ahead and cover up your left eye. Looking here, how many fingers can I hold? How about here?
One.
And how about here? 5. Good. Go ahead and switch eyes. How about here?
1, 2,
Good.
1.
Good. And you would expect a defect if something was wrong there. Now I'm going to be looking at your optic nerve. Just look out there. Good. Good. Looking at each eye, the optic nerve was round, pink, and distinct. The cup to disc ratio was 0.3 round on each eye. You would expect optic nerve swelling or asymmetries or any other defect if something was wrong with that nerve. Next, I'll be testing cranial nerve 3, which is the pupils. So first I'm going to test the pupil size. Just look out there at my chart for me. Great, 5 and 5, so they're symmetrical. Now I'm going to turn the light off and test them here. 7 and 7, so they're still symmetrical in light and dark. And now I'll be testing for an APD. Keep looking out at that chart. Constriction, 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 constriction. No APD. So if something was wrong there, you would expect an APD. Next, I'll be testing cranial nerves 3, 4, and 6, which are EOMs. Just look at my light and follow it with your eyes. Good. I don't see any restrictions. Abnormal testing of this would be diplopia, constrictions, or a palsy. Next, I'm going to test cranial nerve 5. So that's sensation of the cornea and the face. So just look out there, and I'm going to touch your cornea. You can see that that worked. Her cranial nerve 5 is working great, and there as well. And next, just tell me if you can feel this. Is it dull or sharp?
Dull.
Good. And how about here?
Yes.
Dull or
Dull.
sharp? Good. And how about here?
Still dull.
And is it equal?
Yes.
As the other side. And dull or sharp?
Dull.
And equal?
Yes.
Very good. So her sensation is working great. You would expect asymmetry or no sensation at all. Next, I'm going to test the other part of cranial nerve 5, which is motor. So I want you to open your mouth. Very good. And open your mouth again. Good. And now clench your jaw. Great. So I can feel that her muscles are working great, and she was able to open her mouth with resistance. Next, I'm going to test cranial nerve 7. So go ahead and raise your eyebrows. Her eyebrows raised equally, and then go ahead and squeeze your eyes tight, and then go ahead and grin. So all of those were equal. You would expect asymmetry if that was not working. And now I'm going to test cranial nerve 8. So look, just stand right there, and which fingers am I rubbing? Great. And how about here? Great. So her cranial nerve 8 is working. And now I'm going to put a tuning fork right here on the middle of her head. Where do you hear that?
In the middle.
Very good. And now I'm going to put it on her mastoid bone. Okay, so you can hear that. And is it louder here?
Louder.
Good. And is it the same over here?
Yes.
Very good. So that's a positive Rhines test. And now I'm going to test cranial nerves 9 and 10. So go ahead and swallow for me. Good. And go ahead and cough. So that's working. And now I'm going to test your gag reflex. Open your mouth real wide. Very good. So her gag reflex is working. Those cranial nerves are working. Now I'm going to test cranial nerve 11. So go ahead and turn around and shrug your shoulders. Great. So that's symmetrical. And then turn your head towards the left. Good. And towards the right. Good. So she can turn her head with resistance. you would see asymmetry if that was not working. Last one is cranial nerve 12, so we're going to test articulation. So go ahead and say unique New York.
Unique in New York.
Good. And ow now brown cow.
Ow now brown cow.
Good. So that's working. Go ahead and stick your tongue out. Just checking for asymmetry or any atrophy, which she has none, so that's great. Thank you, Margot.